I want to apologize. This box is actually bigger than my work area, so it is a little bit out of place here. But I just wanted to show the process and also kind of the box, because the last time they actually delivered the Alienware, the glossy black and white Alienware box, in the yard and just dropped it in the grass, which I thought was terrible for FedEx overnight. It was like business class, second day air, and they dropped this, like, you know, $2,000, $3,000 computer just in the yard that anyone could have seen and picked up with a pickup truck or a bike even, or a wagon, or who knows, and just scootered home with my new computer. You know, you don't want to lose a computer to some yard thief, you know. So anyway, and that's really rapid these days, so it's really important to make sure you pull it in quick. Now, it did surprise me looking at this box. It's just an OEM cardboard box. We're going to open this up and see if there's anything extra, like a box in the box, when we open this up here. The specs for this computer, I know you're probably thinking, what specs did you get? Here is a JPEG of the specs. Overall, this great computer. I did go with AMD because I've had such great success in rendering videos on AMD, but I did go with NVIDIA for the graphics card, of course, and this is a 3000 series card, so it's a 3070, but the specs are right there for you. I did also upgrade the power supply and a few other little touches too, but more about that in a bit. Let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, again, this is almost too big to cut open on camera, but I did want to document the opening of this. The box itself came taped nicely, but not overly taped, you know. It does have a little security thing here on the sticker, which is interesting, even though it really means nothing, because on the inside here you can see it just goes right to the computer, which looks pretty good, and it looks like it did give me the clear side too, which is nice. I wasn't sure if that was included or not, but that was just kind of included in my package, so I didn't have to pay extra for it or whatever. I think it's kind of like if you get the power supply, the upgraded power supply, they kind of like give you the upgraded case, which is interesting. So you can see once you open it up, there it is, guys. It's right there. In the box, there's no extra Alienware box or anything glossy, but it does look beautiful, actually. Let me lift the lid here. You can see more. Looking very cool. Really nice view on the inside there of the GeForce, the NVIDIA graphics card. Now, I didn't do the water cooling, and that's one maybe regret. I don't know. I've never had a lot of success with water cooling. I just never have. I've always done air cooling, and I know people, close personal friends, who have had water cooling that went bad. And I feel like I could trust Alienware's water cooling, but for my particular case, I just went with air cooling, and I'll probably do an upgraded like fan system later on it too. But anyway, so I did air for now, but maybe my next one I'll do the water cooling. We'll see how that goes. Let me know in the comments if you highly recommend the water cooling from Alienware, or if you've had any problems with any water cooling in the past. I'm kind of curious, okay? Now, one thing about Alienware computers and most more expensive custom build PCs these days, they really don't come with a great keyboard. Like, you kind of have to buy your own keyboard, a la carte, and mouse. A lot of people want particular brands like Razer, you know, or Cooler Master, or, you know, Alienware has their own proprietary keyboard and mouse. And the reason why I do recommend Alienware is because of the Alienware FX lighting system, where it is kind of all built together to work nicely together as far as programming colors of keys. You can individually color almost any key on an Alienware keyboard, and it's good to go. You know, if you have a different brand, it may not work quite the way you want it to, but they do give you a keyboard and mouse. But as you're going to see here, it's a pretty basic keyboard mouse. This box is extremely light. Now, one thing I'll say negative about Alienware is back in the day, they used to give you some cool little goodies in here, like an Alienware baseball cap or some Alienware stickers, and they've kind of dropped that, you know, and I wish they'd come back to that. I did say in my previous Alienware unboxing video the same thing, that it was just nice getting some kind of like Alienware swag with your system, and it kind of was like free advertising for them, so I think it's kind of cool, okay? Looking at this right here, you can see there really isn't much in the box, okay? So in the box, you get your most basic mouse. Now, if you're looking for a mouse, like every now and then I hear from people like, oh, I just want a mouse that's like a mouse. I don't want some kind of crazy robotic transformer or whatever. This is a you know, basic mouse, you know. It does not say Alienware on it though. I think it's just your basic Dell mouse, but it is functional. I'm not going to open it even. Like, I don't know if it's worth opening. Maybe we'll use it, maybe we won't. It's a nice backup mouse, but you know, 2 buttons, a little roller. It feels good. The weight is decent, you know. You know, has a USB, 1-cord USB. So anyway, that's your basic in the package Alienware mouse, okay? And then as far as power supply goes, you get your normal little nicety, and I tend to keep using the same cords from previous computers. So like when I place a rig, I don't usually use a new cord unless it's like some kind of special power supply that warrants a different type of cord, like a different power rating of a cord. But this is your standard computer, you know, cord, nothing too special. But it is nice to include one in the box. You know, I do like new cords with new devices. So I hate it when companies go cheap on you and don't include a power supply or a cord. Like, oh, you have a million of them. Well, I would like a new one. You know, I got a new phone. I want a new power supply. So anyway, that's the deal with that. And then finally here is the keyboard. And this is a basic keyboard. You notice it does not say Alienware on it. This is a basic media-friendly keyboard from Dell, which isn't a bad keyboard. I've known of people who actually use these and like these quite a bit, actually. So I'll probably hold on to mine as kind of a backup. But just to show you what this looks like, it's a nice basic keyboard, you know. Let me spin this around for you. Oops. Spinning around, there we go. You can see it's like chiclet style. Okay, so these are low profile keys. So if you're wanting a keyboard which isn't super loud, like a mechanical keyboard or whatever, this isn't a bad keyboard, you know. Short throw keys, so that's good for gaming even, which is nice, and good amount of springiness. I'm gonna leave it in the bag. I'm just gonna keep it new, you know. But anyway, it's kind of cool. They do usually include, you know, basic keyboard and basic mouse. So if you want something more elaborate with lots of lighting and all sorts of things, there's a bunch of companies, including Alienware, that can actually, you know, supply that amazing LED keyboard for you. But if you just want a basic keyboard for free with it, they throw it in. So that's kind of cool. So I'm happy they do throw something in the box for free, you know. Like it'd be nice if it had like a little Alienware head on it or something, but it's okay, you know, because honestly, you didn't spend, you know, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 on a keyboard. You are, of course, buying the computer, and the keyboard is extra. Now, of course, you could say when you buy a sports car, it comes with nice performance tires, which is true. If you bought a sports car and it came with like crappy tires, like, you probably wouldn't be so happy about it. So I guess there is two ways of looking at this debate, okay? But anyway, there's a deal with that. And there's just basic little instructions, you know, warranty, safety information. You get a year warranty, and that's one thing that really people need to talk about, because when you build your own computer, you don't really have a warranty, okay? So if anything goes wrong, you're kind of screwed, you know, like there isn't a lot of recourse. Of course, some of the part manufacturers may have their own warranty, but there's a lot of loopholes in building your own computer, because they might say, oh, well, you didn't hook up the motherboard right, or you put the wrong power supply with this board, it was rated too high or too low or whatever, you know. So there's a lot of ways to try and weasel out of it, you know. So that's something to consider, okay? All right, now on to the main event. Let's look at the computer. Now, one thing a lot of people don't talk about, but is kind of a cool little thing about these computers, is these plastic foam cases. A lot of people, and I don't mean everyone, but there are people who actually leave these on the CPUs, okay? These are people who maybe they want to resell it later, maybe they put a lot of things on their cases, and they just want to keep it looking nice, you know. And so, you know, you can always, like, when company comes over and take off the foam packing, but it really does protect the case nicely. So it's a thought that maybe you might just want to leave on one or two of the foam pieces. Could this hurt the thermal cooling? Maybe, but there's a lot of holes and things too. So I don't know. It's a little bit of a debate. I'm sure it does cut down the cooling a little bit, but you know what? It's something to think about. Maybe it's something you want to try, you know. Anyway, just an option for you guys. Okay, so we got the computer pulled out of the case here, and as you can see, it's ready to be peeled. It comes with a lot of these little stickers. There's like a film on here. So there's, I think they say it's about like 5 or 10 layers that you have to peel off. And I'll just peel off one here for you. This one here just peels off. Oh, that wasn't so good. Okay, let's go ahead and peel off one to give you an example. See, that just peels right off to let all the shininess go through it. It's just to try and make sure it doesn't get too scraped up, like in shipping or whatever. Oh, there's one here even. So yeah, you can see there's like a million of these little foamies. So anyway, looking good, guys. Still is kind of a dust magnet. I see a lot of dust tracking here. Let's go ahead and do a first boot up and see if it blows up. Here, I'm going to hit the button here. This is, by the way, I should say the R14. Dell did release a R13 and 14 simultaneously. They're both essentially the same computer. The difference really is the CPU. Okay, so 14 is AMD, 13 is Intel. Both are great choices. You really can't go wrong either way. It's kind of Coke or Pepsi, you know. So here goes. We're going to hit the button. And I can see it's lighting up a little bit red. No major explosions. Alright, so it looks like everything is pretty good. Here, let me go ahead and spin this bad boy around. I'm just gonna, oh, the fan's going already. You can see the fan blowing here a little bit. Maybe I'll dim the lights a little and show. Okay, so there's the inside of it. I do have some kind of bright lighting going on here. You really have to hook this up to the Alienware FX to see the lighting. I will show some photos of that in this video too, okay? But for right now, just kind of wanted to give you an idea. Let me go ahead and peel this off. There should be some internal LEDs too that will light up. But let me go ahead and try and peel off. Oh, that's the bottom one. Wow, there's so many of these plastics, these little special covers. Okay, to open the back here, you just take a screwdriver, very simple, and give us a little screw. You don't want to strip it. This is improved now where the screw will not fall out. On previous models, the screw would actually physically fall out onto the floor. It was kind of a pain in the butt trying to pick it up. Now it's like a locking screw where this will not actually get lost, okay, which is great. And I believe this window side is the side you would take off, so we'll go ahead. Let me just unplug this for now. Okay, so unplugging for safety. And we'll go ahead and just pull this side off so we can get a little look at this. The way it works, you just pull this off here, and this whole side here, as you can see, this just kind of pulls right off. So very easy to get in here, which is great because I have a hard drive with all of my video data that is very important to get put into this computer. So that will definitely be a first thing we do. And here we are, guys. You can see here's what the inside looks like with the power off, okay? So you can see, and real good at cooling, definitely. We do have the SSD. We have the full-size NVIDIA card in there, which is great. This is improved now. In previous Alienwares, you couldn't actually have the full-size card. It was like a specially made for Alienware, 2000 series card or whatever card they put in, like a 1600 SS or whatever. It was like a special card that was made to fit in the Alienware case. But now, okay, it's fantastic that they actually have the space to have a full-size card. And so I like that a lot. You can actually upgrade this card later to a 4000 series card or whatever card you want to put in there. Now you have the room. One kind of confusing thing about this is this bar right here. This bar, it sure looks like a handle, okay? Right here, you can see this lifts up. People think this is some kind of like handle for lifting it, but this is plastic, okay? So do yourself a favor and don't lift by the handle, okay? This is really just meant as like an LED strip to light up, but it is really deceiving because it honestly looks like some kind of crazy GameCube handle or something. Like you should be lifting it by this, and don't lift it by that, okay? Just word to the wise, okay? We have hard drives here. Love the way we have some extra room down here for additional hard drives. The power supply is now on the bottom. Again, full-size card. Lots of room for a bigger cooler if you want. Something to think about, you know. And that's it for the inside. So just a good looking system. I'm sure I'll have some additional videos down the road. And again, this unboxing wasn't meant to be a complete A to Z showing every little light and everything. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a taste of the actual unboxing. But you can see there's a lot of room for expansion. You can add extra things in here. Lots of room for extra RAM. This does have Fury RAM in it right now. The new DDR, I want to say, is DDR5 RAM in this particular model, so that's pretty great. Or actually, I'll have to check the invoice. It's 4 or 5. Either way, you're pretty much set. But anyway, good stuff. Ready to go and ready to play some games. I'm gonna wrap this video up. I just kind of wanted to show you the quick unboxing of this, you know, and I'll make a more complete video again down the road. If you have any questions for my complete Alienware video for the R14, let me know in the comments below, okay? But anyway, I could not resist showing off the experience of unboxing this. All in all, pretty great experience. Love the way it looks, love the way it's packed. I would say the box is kind of a little plain, just brown cardboard. It'd be kind of nice if it was like a nice Alienware box in the brown cardboard box. And also, as usual, Dell, please, if you watch this video, consider giving something extra. You know, Apple gives little Apple stickers, give a little alien head sticker, you know, put a baseball cap in like you used to. Just something, you know, just anything, you know, just it's nice to actually spread the word of Alienware because it's a cool brand and something to be proud of, you know. And so it's something where you guys should want to help people spread the word for you. It's like free advertising, okay? As usual, I will have a link for this, okay, or a very similar model down below in the description. Do me a huge favor, click that link, check out the different offerings on Amazon, and I want to thank you guys, okay? Again, if you have any questions about making up your mind, what's better, Dell, Alienware, like, leave me a comment or shoot me a private message, tuxtoys@gmail.com. You guys know I'm here to help you, okay? All right, friends, thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry this has definitely been kind of an awkward situation because of the size of this unit, and anyways, I want to go play some games, so we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.